Okay, guys, today we're going to talk about um, if and the switch statement. I've talked about if statement a long time ago, and that was something easy. So if statement is usually used when you want to test if a test is true. So let me show you how it works. In our main, we want to hold on a second. Say make an integer called age, and we'll make it equal to 16. And now with the if statement, if we want to test the value of age, here's how we do it. If oops, if age if age is equal to 16, here's what happens next. Cout, you're 16. You can drive them. Okay, and the line. And don't forget to put return 0 in your main. Oh, okay. Let me pause this. Okay, so lowercase r, that should be fine. That should work. Okay, there we go. You're 16, you can drive now. And that's exactly what we want. Because since the age we have here is 16, and the if statement tests if age is equal to 16. If it is, it prints out you are 16, you can drive now. And that's exactly the way how we want it to work. But what if, say, we want multiple tests being ran at the same time? Or what if we want to test if the age is equal to 18? So we can print out some other stuff on the screen. And we could, of course, do it with multiple if statements, but that's just too much. That's just not the easiest way to do it in C++. And that's why we have the switch statement. Let's get rid of the if statement. And switch statement is pretty simple. In the bracket, you enter the variable you want to test, and then you type what you want to test. Yeah. So for each test, so for each case, in this case, you type case 16. And this simply means if the age is equal to 16. And but by the end of this line, instead of typing a semicolon, you type a colon. That's how it works. Don't know why, don't ask why. Yeah. So if the age is 16, what will happen is cout, print out, hey, you can drive a car. And the line. Now for our next case, it's the same thing essentially, but instead of 16, you enter case 18. But before that happens, we need another line. And it's pretty simple. It's only one word, break. And what this does is, we'll get onto it in the end. Okay, case 18. See, it's a bit messy, I know, it's alright. Hey, you are an adult in line. and we need another break. Now here we only have two cases. That's not a lot, but enough to be an example. So you may wonder, what if the age is not 16 or 18? What if it's 21 or 24? Well, that's why we have another line called default. And this is including every other case other than 16 or 18. So if your age is 2 or 1 or any number, any other number, here's what will happen to your program. Here's what will print out on the screen. So same stuff, cout, you are not 16 or 18, nothing for you, end line. Something fun to play with. But at the end of this statement, there is something different as you would realize. There is no break statement. And that is because the purpose of a break is to um, stop the program from running each of these tests. So in this case, if your age is 16 and this turns out to be true for you, which it is, then the program will start running the next case. So it just saves the program also time by skipping on these. And we can also see, let's run this to see if it works properly. Since the age is 16, you should type out, yeah, hey, you can drive a car. But what if we just delete the break line here? You can see it happen as I run it. Okay, so it just types out basically everything I have in this program. So regardless of what the case is or what the default is, it just did this. Something weird, something I found out. So the break line is pretty necessary for your program to function properly. And the reason we don't have it in our last line, the default line, is because that's the end of our what's the word? Of our program, basically. That's the end of our integer main. So since nothing is coming after it, we don't need a break for the last statement. Simple enough. Huh? Yeah, that's our tutorial for today. We've learned about the if statement and an easier way to do it if you have multiple cases, and this is called a switch statement. Thank you for today. We'll come back tomorrow, talk about more fun stuff. This is pretty fun. I'm liking it. Heck yeah.